a jetliner taking off. Something apparently blew up just a couple of minutes ago and started this big roar of flame.
Is that the noise they're hearing is the warning of an impending levee. Fuel, discharged from a ruptured car, has stoked the fire, and 30,000 gallons of boiling propane push the tank's metal walls to the breaking point.
Okay, get the tape on. You leave it up, for Christ's sake.
The news crew feels the heat wave from the blast. Levies from liquid petroleum gases like propane are much hotter than those from other fuels, making them extremely dangerous.
Bystanders or people within the vicinity up to 1,000 feet could suffer burns from the radiant heat.
A 6-ton tank car in this blast rockets nearly 3/4 of a mile into a field.
We need to go, Andy. Let's get started. Go.
Shocked by the power of the blast, the news crew retreats 2.5 miles from the derailment. As night falls, the flames finally make their way to a nearby tank car filled with highly flammable isobutane. This latest levee creates a blinding whiteout as 50,000 gallons of fuel is ignited. Fortunately, just 4 minutes before the blast, George Weinland manages to escape the scene. May 4th, 1988, 15 miles outside of Henderson, the Pacific Engineering and Production Company, or PEPCOM, burns out of control. The product PEPCOM manufactures, ammonium perchlorate, a crucial ingredient in rocket fuel. Television engineer Dennis Todd videotapes the blaze from nearby Black Mountain.
I'd never seen it.
Inside the factory, PEPCOM employee Roy Westerfield conveys the magnitude of the emergency in a call to 911.
Fire department? Emergency. We need the fire department. All you can get here immediately. What's the problem? Oh, we got everything's on fire.
Close to 1,000 rescuers respond to the call, including Larry Sullivan.
I knew what was in there. I know they store a lot of fuel there. And in fact, this day, there was approximately, from what I hear, 9 million pounds of this stuff.
The chemicals, exposed to intense heat, finally reach the point of combustion.
Ooh, that's going to be loud. The magnitude of that sound when it reached us was still extremely large for something that had traveled over a mile. You can't tell me people got out of that.
But the destruction has just begun. Minutes later, 2 smaller explosions rip through the desert.
Oh, there's another one. Well, they had all that fuel stored up. And then another one.
You could see people actually literally running through the desert, trying to just get away from PEPCON.
4 minutes after the initial blast, the 4th and largest explosion erupts from the factory. The explosion is so intense, the shock wave vaporizes a nearby factory and registers 3.5 on the Richter scale.
It was just like a wall of water coming at you. And I remember it literally picking me up off my feet and never touching the ground. I mean, it literally picked me up and threw me at least 40 feet.
Only you can prevent forest fires.